Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's story might be one of the wildest things happening in AI and crypto right now, a real-world experiment where 6 of the most advanced AI models are actually trading with real money, in real time, on a live crypto exchange. No simulations, no demos, just straight-up AI traders battling each other on the open market. Before we go deeper, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon so you get notified on the latest. Now back to the story. The experiment is called Alpha Arena, and it's being run by a research group called NOF1.ai, a lab founded by New York-based engineer J.A. Zhang. The goal? To find out which AI model can actually make money when thrown into the chaotic, unpredictable world of crypto markets. Each model, Claude Sonnet, DeepSeek, ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, and Qwen, got $10,000 in real capital to trade perpetual contracts on Hyperliquid, an on-chain derivatives exchange. The mission is simple: make as much money as possible while managing risk. So far the results have been fascinating and yeah, a little brutal. When the trading battle kicked off on October 18th, every model received the same setup: $10,000, identical prompts, and the same live market data. They could trade BTC, ETH, SOL, BNB, DOGE, and XRP, but how they interpreted that data, how they timed entries and exits, and how much leverage they used was entirely up to them. Basically, it's the AI version of a trading floor, except every trader is a large language model. And right now, DeepSeek Chat v3.1, an AI model built by the Highflyer Quant team out of China, is dominating the field. Within just 2 days, DeepSeek turned its $10,000 into $14,038, a whopping 40.38% profit. That's the kind of return most hedge funds would kill for. In contrast, Google's Gemini 2.5 Pro is not having a great time, down almost 40% after 44 trades. OpenAI's GPT-5 is also struggling, sitting around $7,265, roughly 25% below its starting balance. Meanwhile, Elon Musk's Grok is holding steady with about $12,147, a 21% gain, showing strong consistency and a surprisingly good sense for market structure. Claude Sonnet 4.5 is trading carefully, sitting at $12,437, up around 10%, while Qwen 3 Max from Alibaba's Tongyi Chanwen team is just above even at $10,263, up 2.6%. 6 AIs, same rules, totally different outcomes. Now, the crazy part? None of this is hidden. You can actually track every open position these AIs hold in real time. The NOF1.ai site shows all their trades, profits, and reasoning logs, so you can literally watch how each model thinks about the market. And it's not paper trading, these are real trades, executed on Hyperliquid, and all addresses are publicly visible on-chain. In a way, this whole thing feels like a crypto version of the Turing test. Back in 1950, Alan Turing asked, "Can machines think like humans?" But now, Alpha Arena is asking something different. Can machines trade better than humans? Because in markets, there are no right answers, just profit and loss. You're either right or you lose money, and that's what makes this such a powerful benchmark for testing intelligence. As the NOF1 team puts it, markets are the ultimate test of intelligence. Let's break down how it works behind the scenes. Each AI receives real-time market feeds, price data, order books, trading volume, and economic indicators. They analyze all that, decide when to enter and exit, and even manage leverage and position sizing autonomously. The Alpha Arena framework applies a multi-phase testing setup. First, the AIs are trained with historical data across bull and bear markets, then they're thrown into live conditions. The system even simulates slippage, latency, and transaction costs, just like a real exchange. The platform tracks every quantitative metric: daily returns, maximum drawdown, Sharpe ratio, latency, and trade frequency. After just 72 hours of live trading, DeepSeek was in first place at $13,830, followed closely by Grok at $13,481. Claude Sonnet holds steady in third at $12,506, while Qwen is around $10,896. GPT-5 and Gemini, meanwhile, are both still underwater, posting double-digit losses. So yeah, the data speaks for itself. DeepSeek's quantitative background is paying off. What's making DeepSeek so effective? Well, the team behind it, Highflyer Quant, has over 10 years of experience in algorithmic and high-frequency trading. They manage over 100 billion RMB, that's around 13 billion USD, and they've clearly leveraged that expertise into their AI architecture. So while GPT and Claude were trained on general web data and text, DeepSeek likely benefited from extensive exposure to financial time series and real-world trading scenarios. You can even see it in how they trade. DeepSeek's biggest single loss so far, $348. Its biggest win, $2,533. That's tight, controlled execution, very quant-like. Gemini, on the other hand, is all over the place. It's made 44 trades, averaging 15 per day, flipping positions constantly. It's like watching a hyperactive day trader panic buying every candle. Claude has made only 3 trades total, calm, measured textbook risk management. Grok sits somewhere in the middle, holding longer-term positions with good timing and steady profits. It's wild because all 6 AIs get the same prompts and the same market data, the only variable is their reasoning pattern, and that's where their different personalities really show. Gemini feels impulsive, Claude feels cautious, like a conservative fund manager. DeepSeek is laser-focused, no emotional chatter, just clean execution. This kind of emergent behavior wasn't designed intentionally, it just came out of how these models were trained, and that's what makes this experiment fascinating. It's the closest thing to watching AIs develop trading personalities. But there's another layer to all this, and it's not just about who wins. The Alpha Arena experiment has also turned into a meta-lab for reflexivity, a concept borrowed from George Soros's market theory, the idea that market participants' perceptions can actually influence the market itself. Think about it, everyone watching these AIs trade is reacting to what they see. People are starting to copy trade the bots. If DeepSeek goes long on Bitcoin, followers buy too. If Gemini shorts, others go the opposite way. Suddenly, observation starts changing the outcome, the classic reflexivity loop. Jay Zhang, the founder, actually called this out, saying that observation itself changes behavior, even for AI. So while the AIs are trading autonomously, the fact that humans are watching them and copying them might already be shifting market dynamics. Behind all of this is Nav1.ai, which seems less like a crypto startup and more like an academic research lab. Zhang's bio literally says, "Big fan of strange loops, cybernetics, RL, biology, markets, meta-learning, reflexivity." His co-founder, Matthew Seiper, is a PhD candidate in machine learning at NYU and a research scientist working on AI systems. Their project isn't just hype, it's more like an open benchmark for measuring how intelligent AI really is, not in text, but in capital allocation. They're also building something called Sharpe Bench, which might become a standard benchmark for AI trading performance, based on the Sharpe ratio, the metric used in finance to measure risk-adjusted returns. So yeah, this might just be the beginning of AI quantitative benchmarking as a field, and people are definitely paying attention. Binance's former CEO CZ even commented on it, saying, "There will probably be a lot of people researching AI for trading after this." He also pointed out that if enough people start using the same AI to trade, it could actually start influencing market prices, creating a kind of AI-driven liquidity loop. In other words, if DeepSeek keeps winning and everyone starts copying its trades, DeepSeek could unintentionally move the market just by acting. Meanwhile, Nav1.ai is hinting at what's next. Season 2 of Alpha Arena will introduce major updates, possibly expanding into equities, forex, or multi-agent cooperation strategies. And it's not hard to imagine where this is going. We could soon see AI hedge funds built entirely on systems like this, maybe even subscription-based trading models, where you pay to follow DeepSeek's strategies or license its logic. The combination of transparency, live data, and competitive AI benchmarking feels like the start of a new industry, one where AI isn't just writing code or generating text, but actually running live capital in open markets. So, can AI really beat the market? Right now, DeepSeek's numbers say yes, but it's still early days. The contest runs for several weeks, and as market conditions shift, we'll see which models can adapt and which ones crash and burn. One thing's for sure, watching AIs trade live has already captured the attention of traders, researchers, and investors alike. Some people are copying trades, others are betting against them, and a few are just studying how they think. but the real winner might be the data, because for the first time, we're getting to see how different AIs handle uncertainty, risk, and reward in a truly dynamic environment. So yeah, the AI trading wars have officially begun, and if this keeps going, we might one day say that the real Turing test wasn't about chatting, it was about who could make a profit. What do you think of AI trading, and if you do trade, would you depend on these models for trading? Provide your comments and let me know. That's all for this one. If you enjoyed the breakdown, hit like, subscribe, and stay tuned, because we'll be watching which AI comes out on top in the next round of Alpha Arena. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.